It's Levack and Goz on 104.5 The Team.
It is Monday, and we know who's playing in the Super Bowl. And to help us make sense of it all, our friend who also has played in Super Bowls, Byron Hunt's with us right now. Byron, what did you think of the championship games?
Wow, guys, we talked about this all year, and the first thing I want to tell you is that you practice all week. You practice all year. You practice those key areas, which is when the other team scored a touchdown, you can't score field goals. You can't have turnovers. And you got to protect the ball when you get a chance to score. You got to catch the ball. You got to make tackles. I mean, it's very simple. Going all the way back to the New York Giants and their playoff run, what do we say? We say when the team is scoring touchdowns, you can't be kicking field goals. You can't turn the ball over, and you got to take care of the ball. You can't fumble. And what did we see? And we've seen this all playoff rounds. Every round is the team that takes care of the ball wins. So to answer your question, the game started out with a bang. But you know what? In the fourth quarter, they were all laughers.
They were laughers for sure. At the end of the game, big blowouts. Let's swing it over to the Patriots side against the Steelers. How surprised were you that the Patriots, with Tom Brady and company, were able to dominate Pittsburgh the way they did?
Well, I heard that the NFL commissioner was not at the Patriots game, number one. And I was concerned because I wanted to see him there to see how he looked when the Patriots dominated. I mean, and they dominated. Let me tell you guys, the Patriots were on point. Of course, Bill Belichick was our defensive coordinator. We won the Super Bowl against the Denver Broncos back in the day, and I knew the Patriots are going to be on fire. I mean, if you want to see what it's like to be a part of a team that's ready and willing and able to win a Super Bowl, all you had to do was look at Tom Brady and the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. Hey, they were ready to play. That, and you watch the Patriots all year, and nothing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, Pittsburgh ran out of gas. Hey, look, they made too many mistakes. You can't do it against New England at home. But the Patriots were on fire. Matter of fact, I'm still looking for the first drop pass the New England Patriots had in a game. I'm still looking for Tom Brady's interceptions. I'm still looking for missed tackles. I'm still looking for missed interceptions. I'm still looking for special teams penalties, offensive penalties, offsides, rushing the pass. I'm still looking for this by that New England Patriot team. And you know what, guys? We haven't seen it because they don't make those plays. They make those plays when they got to, but they do not kill themselves. They play close to the perfect game. And, guys, you watch it. They played lights out. Maybe you're someone out there. Maybe there's fans out there. There's got to be somebody that can tell me one mistake that the New England Patriots have made. They missed an extra point. I forgot about that.
Well, that and maybe Kraft had a couple too many drinks. I don't know.
Well, with a name like Kraft, you should have a few Kraft beers, if I might say that.
Absolutely right. Now, Byron, I'm glad you brought up the point about your time playing under Bill Belichick with the New York Giants. How much different do we see here in the media of him being kind of no-nonsense, not really showing a lot of emotion, compared to what you used to deal with him like in practice?
Well, let me tell you, Bill Belichick is the ultimate player's coach, and if you've never been to a Bill Belichick practice, I mean, him and Parcells kind of, they read off the same book. Yeah, they're loosey-goosey, they're joking, they're very jovial. Hey, what we see in the media press conference is exactly the way things were back in the day. Here's a funny story is Bill Parcells never allowed any of his assistant coaches to talk to the press. He was the only person. And, guys, I hate to tell you, but how many press conferences have you seen out of Bill Belichick's assistants? I don't think I've seen one. You see, Bill Belichick, he is the speaker. He's the person that's talking to, and he's not saying a whole lot. Okay, he's not giving you a whole lot to play with, almost like a poker face. But Bill Belichick is very similar to the way Bill Parcells ran things. Parcells, of course, joked a lot with the media, played a lot of cat and mouse. Bill Belichick does do that sometimes. I think he did it in the bye week there a little bit with the press, but he doesn't give you much. But when he's around the players, that's his favorite place to be. Bill Belichick is an old-time football coach. Dad was a football coach. Probably his granddad was a football coach. Coming from a football family. You're going to get the same out of him week after week after week. Every once in a while, like say in the bye week, you might get a little laughter from him and a few smiles here and there. But from a coach's standpoint, you can't ask for a better coach.
Byron Hunt with us right now. Thanks to our friends at Katie O'Byrne's. Perfect place to watch all the games. Get a nice cold beer and some awesome food as well. Byron, we were joking earlier today. You got Dan Quinn. He's a defensive guy. You got Belichick, one of the best defensive minds of all time. Everybody thinks this thing's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be like a 9-6 Super Bowl.
Man, let me tell you, if that happens, everybody in Las Vegas will lose their shirts because I'm already saying it's an over game. Hey, guys, I could be wrong. 9-6. I have never, well, you know, I won't say never, but I think the closest Super Bowl games that I can remember were the Giants and the Patriots. Pretty much all the other games have been high-scoring games. I mean, I remember the Patriots going back their first Super Bowl victory against North Carolina. I said North Carolina? That's funny. I mean, the Carolina Panthers. I mean, that was a high-scoring affair with a field goal by the Patriots late in the game. Hey, I don't know who that was that just said they scored 9-6. But, man, if that happens, you talking about people losing their shirts, I can't see it happen. And let me tell you, if it does happen, I will meet my man. I will meet both of you guys. My man, excuse me. I'll be both of you guys at Katie O'Byrne's, and we will drink that place all night. They'll keep the place open all night. I can't expect a 9-6 game. You're talking about one of the prolific teams scoring, Atlanta Braves, New England Patriots. If a 9-6 game happens, man, I don't know what I would do after a night of drinking with you guys. I might not get back home for a couple weeks.
Byron, you're the best. Now, Byron, leading up to this time in your career, you win the NFC Championship game, you get ready for the Super Bowl. What was this week like for you? I know it's not as crazy as it used to be with all the media and media day and all this, but try to think back in that time leading up to the Super Bowl.
Oh, my guys, if I'm going to tell you a story, I have never told anybody this story on air. Is leading up to the Super Bowl, yes, my family and everybody else, you want to get that out of the way that first week. Matter of fact, it's already started. I mean, all the requests are coming in right now. You got 2 weeks to prepare for the Super Bowl. And, yes, you're excited. Back in the day, man, we were jubilant because this is our first Super Bowl ever. I mean, Atlanta's been there before. New England's been there several times. But here's the funny story. This is a Byron Hunt Super Bowl story. Is when I get out to the Super Bowl, we go out early. We take a flight where do we go? Newark Airport, because the weather was going to be bad, so we left early. We flew out there. I get out there. I'm roommates with Lawrence Taylor, who I was roommates with my whole career. And we check in the hotel, walk into the hotel room, and the phone is flashing. This is back in the old days, guys. Just think about this. The phone is flashes when you have a little message on there. So I said, Lawrence, man, dude, can you check those messages? Because usually all the phone calls are for Lawrence Taylor. So Lawrence goes on. He calls down the operator, checks the messages, or however you do it. And he says, Byron, these calls are all for you. Whoa. I said, what? So anyway, I get on the phone and I listen to the messages, and let me tell you, there was about 15 women all looking for Super Bowl tickets. And let me tell you, for most Soon to be Super Bowl champions, that is a goal line. You got 15 women looking for tickets. Man, that means you're getting it done. But guys, that's not the end of the story.
Oh.
Come to find out, I knew none of these women, and unbelievable to me to this day, there was somebody that was pretending to be Byron Hunt that had been traveling around the country and had all these girls telling them, hey, when we go to the Super Bowl and get the Super Bowl tickets on, I had to get the NFL security. I had to get the NFL office involved. Here I am at the Super Bowl, potentially a Super Bowl champion, and I'm spending the whole time trying to track down some guy through all these girls that have been pretending to be me, and the girls are looking for Super Bowl tickets, and I don't know any of them.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. Wow.
That's what I did my whole Super Bowl week. It was unbelievable. Guys, people ask me, Byron, what do you remember about Super Bowl? That's what I remember about
identity
going
theft.
up to the Super Bowl, and it was crazy, let me tell you.
Byron, we're going to be down there a week from today. You got a list of places we're going to go eat?
Hey, guys, I got a list of places, but let me tell you, the places that we're going to go eat, oh, my God. Hey, hey, I'm going to give you the old trusted Houston. We're going to be in Houston, Texas. There's a place called Houston's I've been going to. I started going there, SMU, in college, a great watering hole. It's kind of like your local Chili's, kind of upscale from Chili's, Bennigan's, Ruby Tuesdays or whatever, but it's a great place to go, drink, hang out. But, guys, we're going to go to the best party, and we're going to eat. We're going to eat cocktails. We're going to do it all. We're going to drink cocktails, eat cocktail shrimp, eat lobster, you name it. The leather and lace party, guys.
Oh.
You don't have to do anything but go there. And these are former people I know from SMU. They put this party on every year. Leather and lace, Victoria's Secret models.
Oh.
Now, most guys would not want to go there. But me, that's my favorite place to go, guys. But as I said, not if you're married, might not be the place to go. But if you're single like me, let's go to Leather and Lace. We can eat and drink and hang out with Victoria's Secret models. No place ever. And you can't get in there because there's no tickets available. It's only VIP, and we'll go there and we'll hang out until you guys... And I almost said a word I shouldn't say. But I'll put it this way. We'll have a good time.
But, Byron, I paid a lot of money to be single, and Gozzy's girlfriend is imaginary, so we're in.
I can't wait, Byron. I am looking forward to our trip to the Super Bowl next week. I cannot wait.
Yeah, guys, we got all the NFL players' parties and, Ron Jaworski, Mike Ditka, a couple guys. I played against Ron Jaworski, and I know Mike Ditka. And they have their cigar party down there, at the Super Bowl every year. And you got the NFL alumni party. You got all the parties. You got the commissioner parties, which I've been to the commissioner party. It's kind of boring. It's not my cup of tea. And I guess it's kind of like the commissioner boring. So it's not, you want to get all dressed up and, wear tux and hang out with all the NFL quote-unquote executives, and that's the place to go. Not really my place. Hey, the owners' party is always a good thing. It's always hosted by the host team owners. That's always a very good party. I've been there a few times, a good place to hang out. Hey, guys, but here's the thing. When you go to the Super Bowl, I tell you, there's so many things to do. And a place like Houston, it's so spread out. They have things to do all over. Houston is a huge, humongous city, traffic like crazy. And for anybody that's listening out there, one of my favorites of all time is it's close to Houston. And let's say you're up there in the north and you haven't seen the beach in a long time because it's been so cold. Hey, go to Port Aransas, Texas, Paradise Island, Mustang Island. It's only about 3.5, 4 hours away. You can fish, you can sun, you can hang out on the beach, put your toes in the sands. Not bad. Also, Galveston, guys, is right down the street, about an hour and 15 minutes away. You can see the water and actually enjoy the nice sunlight.
Love
So
it.
it's not bad. Houston's not bad. It's got the good and the bad. The traffic is going to be crazy, but the nightlife will be plenty. That's all I can tell you.
Byron Hunt, thanks to Katie O'Burns, our official tour guide of Houston. Can't wait, my man. Thank you again for great insight.
Hey, my pleasure, guys. And hey, my Super Bowl prediction. I don't even make my Super Bowl prediction yet because we're going to be talking next week.
That's right.
That's right, man.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hey, but hey, all I can say is that it was a good run for the New York Giants, and I know, hey, we've been talking Giants all year, and free agency. Hey, you know what I'm hearing? This is what I'm hearing, because people for the Dallas Cowboys fans, you know who the number one free agent, quote-unquote, they want to get?
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Paul.
Oh, I knew they were going to do it. I knew they were going to try.
So, hey, the Giants going to have to step up to the plate. Unfortunately, Jason Pierre-Paul had a season started slowly. He picked it up. The defense picked it up. He did become injured, but that's what I'm hearing. And I don't know about you guys, but if you're the New York Football Giants, why haven't you already signed Jason Pierre-Paul? That's what I mean. I mean, there's going to be a lot of teams that are looking for pass rushers, and you don't want to go to the Dallas Cowboys because, believe me, you know how that would turn out.
Right, so, twice a year.
That's what I'm hearing down here in Texas. Jason Pierre-Paul, the number one free agent the Dallas Cowboys are interested in getting. And, of course, the Tony Romo saga continues.
Absolutely.
I don't know if it's going to ever end.
Byron, we'll catch up on all that and then some next week,
Byron.
man. We look forward to hanging out in your neck of the woods.
All right, guys. Hey, I'll see you next week in Houston.